Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time, and I'm here today to talk about the benefits of citrus peels. Now, I do have a video I did a couple years ago about the many uses of orange peels in particular, but today I'm talking about just citrus peels in general. I will link to that particular video down below, and also we'll be covering a few more of their uses in this video later on. However, I mostly wanted to focus on the benefits of citrus peels because somebody asked me if I'd do that, and I thought, that's a great idea. I don't think I've ever done that. So again, I'm talking about just citrus peels in general. So this is lime, lemon, grapefruit, orange, mandarins, clementines, I don't care, whatever kind. So one thing I will say is that when it comes to like your orange peels, that going with something that is has a thinner peel, you don't have to worry about the bitter pith. But remember, there's a lot of great benefits in that pith, which is why I prefer to leave it in place. And also right here, I have some pomelo peel. I did buy a pomelo to try it at least one time. It does have a very, very thick pith in it, but it works great in teas where you can get all those benefits. So let me get to this list. Let's start off reading about the nutrients that you're going to find in your citrus peels. So they're loaded in bioflavonoids, in particular quercetin, very high in quercetin, which has very similar benefits to quinine, even though it's a flavonoid rather than an alkaloid like quinine is, which is why some people get them confused because they are both zinc ionophores, which helps carry the zinc into your cells. They're also high in vitamins A, C, and E. Another phytochemical they contain, limonene, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Other nutrients include fiber, calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, copper, folate, and B vitamins. I should have listed that with the other vitamins. So lots of nutrients there. Now let's move on to the benefits these different flavonoids and vitamins and minerals can have from your citrus peels. And that is that they're going to be antifungal, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, which means it's also good. Not only are they naturally anti-aging, they can also help to fight and prevent cancers. They help to balance the blood pressure. They're immune boosting, which is one of the reasons why I include them in my immune boosting teas that I make quite a bit during that time of the year where we're most likely to catch colds and flus. They're antiviral, they help with lymphatic flow. I did mention anti-aging and just generally good for skin health. They can help balance your blood sugar levels and improve digestion. They can help prevent cavities and gum disease, as well as gallstones, and promote good bone health. It can help to balance your cholesterol as well as helping you manage your weight. They can help prevent heart disease and are really good for visual health. That would be that vitamin A in there. Good for your cellular health and protecting your DNA. They can help with your allergies. I'm assuming mostly seasonal allergies, but probably any type of allergies. You can look deeper into that if you want. And also protecting the respiratory system. Lots of really great things there. Now, one thing I do want to say is that when you're talking about anything that's got vitamins, plus you have these different flavonoids, is that anytime you, like if you're going to make a tea with your peels, this is something I like to do where I would do it the same way I would any kind of woody item such as cinnamon, cloves, any root, or mushrooms such as turkey tail mushroom. I'm going to simmer that for a while and make a decoction out of it. Now I know what a lot of you are thinking, oh no, if you do that, you're going to lose your vitamins C and A. Yes, you will most likely lose those. However, the simmering process will bring out that quercetin and make it more available. So that's why simmering can be good. And this is why people make a kind of a decoction, a real thick decoction out of citrus peels, such as especially grapefruit, is to get that quercetin to help fight certain viruses and more. But if to get the vitamin C, then find ways that you can use this in different foods or as is. You can just eat your citrus peels raw, and then you're going to get those vitamins. So I do both. I find ways to use the peels in ways that I'm not going to lose those vitamins, but also ways where I can get the quercetin and other bioflavonoids that are in there that are really good for just overall health. So just remember that anytime you heat anything, yes, you can lose your vitamins, but you can also gain more. So it's just about finding the balance. There's good in both ways of doing things. So let me talk a little bit about ways that you can use them. But again, I will refer you to that video where I went more in depth on the uses of the peels. I use them to make teas. I use them to make vinegars, and that's either fresh or dried. I add them to my mixed spice blend, which goes into my coffee in the morning, and sometimes I add to my teas like that. I use it for flavoring sweetbread, such as cinnamon rolls or pumpkin bread. I'll sprinkle that in there as a flavoring. You can add it to pies and whatnot, and this is like powdered up. You know, you dry your peels, you powder them up. In particular, again, when it comes to the food related stuff, I go with these with the least amount of pith, so you're not getting that flavor, that bitterness. But know that your grapefruit and lime peels have a lot more bitterness than something like this, so you just got to figure out how best you're going to use that. My chickens are going ballistic right now. I think they're okay. I think there's just somebody laying an egg, and that always gets Antonio going, so he's got to do the same thing. Oh, and I also add them to some of my homemade chocolates, especially if I'm doing the orange cream chocolate, which I have a recipe on, and I'll link to my full chocolate playlist down below. Some people will candy the peels, and so they can use them in various different ways or eat them as is. Some people use them in a facial mask, or you can add them to yogurt. Again, I'm talking more about the powdered peels with whatever, like honey, turmeric, or chia seeds, just to get more nutrients that way. Some people use them in body scrub. I have oftentimes used my peels in the powders in my soaps. So if I'm doing something that has a grapefruit scent or a lime scent or a lemon scent, I would add those in there. And it also gives the soap a nice scrubby quality. You can add them to some different butters or oils for flavor, or even to candles. Some people will use the slices or the peels alone in their fire ciders, or even for making dyes for fabrics and yarns. So there's just a few ideas there, and what I hope is that other people will share some of their ideas in the comments down below. And another video, a set of videos I'm going to link to in the description box are the one I did on quercetin and grapefruit peels, and another one where I talked about quinine, where I kind of explaining the differences between quinine and quercetin, and any other video I think to link to that will go right along with this theme. So don't forget to click on more or show more somewhere right down here below the video screen to open the description box to find all those links I'll be putting in there, and to read through those comments, because I'm sure there's many people that have a lot of other great ideas and ways that they've used it to help with health and healing. Oh, one more link I almost forgot to mention is my whole playlist on herbs and more benefits and uses. It's a very long playlist, probably the longest one I have out there, where I break down the benefits of all these different types of herbs, but not just herbs, so much more, just like with the citrus peels. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.